Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
The Daily Compliance News for June 6, 2025, the Good Punishment Edition. And we begin with that story from Bloomberg. Yesterday, we reported that Wells Fargo's asset cap had been lifted. Well, today, in the opinion section on Bloomberg, Paul Davis says that the growth cap imposed on Wells Fargo since 2019, while seeming harsh, it instilled a discipline and focus that would benefit many leaders, and Wells Fargo has emerged from its limbo fitter than others. The Federal Reserve removed that on Thursday, and saying that Wells Fargo had met the conditions for improving risk, compliance, and governance demanded by the 2018 consent decree. The bank will now be free to pursue faster growth, particularly in gathering deposits to boost net interest income and fund a further expansion of its trading business. The CEO, Charlie Schraff, said that the bank must keep a tight rein on bankers, champing at the bit to do so. So, at least one commentator says that the penalty levied on Wells worked out well for the company. Next up from Aljazeera, someone we had not heard from for a while on the Daily Compliance News, reports that Mongolian PM has resigned after losing a vote of confidence amid weeks of anti-corruption protests. The PM announced his resignation this week after Parliament failed to back him in a confidence vote. Public's frustration has been boiling over regarding his lavish lifestyle and his family's lavish lifestyle, leading to persistent demonstrations in the capital. So another PM goes down for the count for corruption. Next up from Bloomberg Law, CFT vacancies put U.S. financial markets at the risk of neglect. You would probably expect nothing like this from the Trump administration, but we're about to have either none or one commissioner at the CFTC, which normally regulates the world's largest financial market. The CFTC was fully staffed during Trump's first administration, but that has withered now. The CFTC is, as of June, is down to 2 members, and those 2 members have announced they're leaving. Now, there is a potential chairperson for the CFTC Commission, but that person has not even received a date for Senate hearing. So how are we ever going to get commissioners on the CFTC? But this is exactly what Trump wants: complete regulatory chaos and inability to do anything. Of course. And our final story comes to us from the Financial Times, which talks about ditherers and how you have to reject ditherers in an overloaded age, as taking up valuable time can cost the business and hurt relations with other employees. Many employees don't have the bandwidth to do additional work, and that requires employees who do have time to actually get the work done. So I know that's ditherers was a bane of my corporate and law firm career, and hopefully we are starting to see that lesson in this age of information overload. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.